Attention all Guardians. The Scorn are using pyramid tech to summon their forces. The Hive deserve no aid, but this threatens us. Stop them.
Hello there. Testing again. Right, okay. So if anyone's wondering why we're not Pantheon yet, we're just waiting for the other guys to show up. I would say we're reasonably confident we should get through it. Seeing as most people seem to be blasting through it in half an hour, but I don't know whether we will. We do raid a lot, but we don't tend to have a set team, for want of a better word. There's 4 or 5 of us who will play, but we might LFG a 6th or a 5th, 5 and 6, depending on how many of us actually turn up. Right, what is that quest? Sectors, stasis weapons. Right, I know where I'm going. Right, okay. But we are trying it today, so... Because to be brutally frank, I want to get collective obligation. I've done 20 odd runs of... Route of Nightmares. I had to think about that for a minute. But I haven't dropped it, so... Because I do need some dungeon weapons, but... Right, can I get to here? Oh, I have completely overshot that. It's there. Ag! The humanity! Alright. Also, once we join, I don't know if you'll be able to hear them or just me. It can depend. Alright. This should get me both of these triumphs. Well, these quests. Alright. Okay, that one. Right. Ah, shit. Didn't think that one through. Okay, let's pick that up. should be everything, I think. I think I've done all of the throne world ones. Yeah. So it's now just blind world completions. Right, I can do that. No. Should be okay. Oh, I'm in one. Right, okay. Lloyd. Ah, fuck. You forget with Edge Transit, it's a bit unforgiving. Right, there you go.
primary well could take another boost.
I think I've got a tier 3, so let's see if these guys are up for doing another. I think I need one more. Yeah. Yeah.
This is gonna bring in some heavy hitters.
Worst shot ever!
primary well could
I
take
haven't
another
got one.
boost.
Okay. Can't have many left. So Vanguard. Oh, okay. Could give it a try, but have to be a legend. What's the incursion zone? Zephyr Concourse. Okay. Nope. Oh.
Ready to take on some baddies?
No, I'll take that one. Let's not that one. No, let's actually stick with Void. It is that way. Ah! Didn't see that. Ringy! There you go, you flying bitch.
Don't let him take it.
Ah! For God's sakes. Ah!
I need any available defenders on point. Cabal are on the ground with some serious hardware.
Scans indicate that Cabal grid is siphoning off Manite solution from the city grid.
Ah!
That stuff's the life.
I'm gonna have to remember that about edge transit. Ah! When someone walks in front of your grenade. Ah! My mantling is up!
And the grand prize goes to the Guardian! Well done! You smoked the competition so bad they've already packed up and gone home.
There we go. Is that one done? Yeah. So it's literally just see if anyone's come on yet. Oh! Oh, did I get kicked? Oh. Better return. Offensive Stairs of Eternity. Oh, deep stone. Okay. Ah, shit. Oh, there we go. Fantastic. Oh, there we go. So what do I need to do? Just throw grenades on everything. Okay. Right, so I might mute myself for this, okay?
The incomprehensible horse issues a challenge in the form of a question. What is surviving tonight's dares of eternity?
A bit of tight, I forgot to put the sticky grenade on. Ooh.
The Immaculate Horse asked paracausal entities to name their favorite contestants. Survey says Guardians on tonight's Dares of Eternity. Team joining us tonight. From a churning pool of radiolaria come the Vex.
Guardian down.
Demands more from you. I must oblige. signed your liability waivers. Spin the wheel of adversity. Prove yourself against the blade and tusk of the Cabal.
Guardian down. Guardian down. Guardian down. Guardian down.
More foes pour into this realm at the behest of the ageless horse.
Guardian down. Guardian down.
cause demands honorable combat against the Cabal champion.
Guardian down. Guardian down. Guardian down. Guardian down.
Your final opponent awaits behind one of these doors. Which shall you choose? A brilliant choice from tonight's most gifted contestant. Enjoy the horse's fate. Final challenge tonight is against a time-locked Hive warrior. Enjoy.
down. Guardian down. Guardian down. Guardian down.
For your final challenge tonight, echoes of the past draw swords against you. Good luck.
Guardian down. Guardian down. Guardian down. Down. Guardian down. Guardian down.
Yes, champion. You are victorious. We hope you enjoy your lavish wins. The Super Temporal Horse and I will perceive you next time on Dares of Eternity. Good night.
Right, taking a quick break. Just gonna leave yourself in orbit.
Banshee. Welcome back. Acknowledged. All done.
A transaction to make, Guardian?
All security requests must be directed to central.
Plan going okay? Everybody happy? See you soon. Oh no. Will it fit?
I just need something that'll work. I don't care how it looks.
I want one like the
Wake up,
warlocks
humans,
use.
Exos awoken. Listen to me.
If I had known I
That's
was going to
bad.
be working
I'll
with
take
this
it.
many guardians, I would probably have listened at school more.
How much is that?
I want one like the warlocks.
I just need something that'll work. I don't care how it looks.
Hello there.
I was going to test that.
Never, yeah, never has a more accurate statement ever been said in the history of gaming. I'm just looking. Is the macrocosm one the one with the bastard planets in Root of Nightmares?
Yeah, that's where you got to move the planets around.
Ah, Jesus, I hate that one. But I mean, I don't think it.
It's not too bad once you understand. Once everyone's on the same page with how the mechanics work, it's really not that bad.
Yeah,
and the boss is pretty easy to damage. He's not too sneaky.
Yeah.
He's relatively easy to like two-phase.
Yeah. And it's Caretaker and Golgoroth and Atrax.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Caretaker's probably the worst of those in my opinion.
Because
he's not.
Yeah.
Just because the mechanics involved with him can be a little.
Yeah, you need
trying.
two people to go and read all of the fucking things, don't you?
And like, it's if you have a good build that you can survive with him with the people that have to distract him.
Yeah.
That's a delicate art in and of itself because you can't be. And it's just real easy to. I mean, the biggest thing that happens to me when I started doing it, the biggest thing you watch out for is just falling off and either dying or getting so far away from him that you can't help them.
Yeah.
Because you basically just gotta keep your constant eye on him, and then you're backing up. You have these narrow walkways, and it's real easy to fall off them if you're not careful.
Yeah, I'm just trying to work out what to take.
If you fall off, you're kind of. Unless things are going super fast on the other side, you're kind of usually screwed in that position because if he gets on a burst of speed, then.
Yeah. I'm guessing Whisper's going to be good for a few of them.
Oh yeah, Whisper's going to be great for like Golgoroth.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Golgoroth, the Atrax is
probably Caretaker too if someone uses Divinity.
Yeah.
Not as much for the damage, but purely so people can hit their crits,
Yeah, definitely.
Have that and have a lot of like Celestial Nighthawk. If you have some Celestial Nighthawks in it, you'll be able to put out some pretty good damage.
Yeah, that's kind of the idea. It's why I got me crafted one with like white nail and the
Yeah, it kind of works with all that stuff pretty well. So yeah, I don't see. Alrighty, talk to you later, Wally. Yeah, if you
okay,
get
yeah.
on later, and some other people are still on. I'll definitely be on
Yeah,
at some point.
because I'm gonna be, because I said I'm fully expecting the wife to come in and go straight to bed. So 9 o'clock, I should be fine. No, she's just done 2 days and she's done cardiac training. That always completely knackers her out. You know, pumping up and down at a dummy that isn't me for a change. You know. But yeah, so
that kind of exercise.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So she's she's the thing is they do training and then still have to go do a shift in the ward. So I'm expecting a semi-brain dead woman to be coming in about an hour. Like, give me food, go to bed. So yeah, so that should be okay. Because I said that I should be back on and we can, because I just want to get it done because I just want to get collective obligation out the bloody way so poor old Dragon never has to see that fucking Nazareth ever again.
Poor Dragon never has to see it again.
Yeah.
All right,
Bye,
Wally.
Wally. Yeah. Because that's the only one I really need out of that.
Looks pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, there's the emblem's pretty good as well. So it's kind of like, I mean, as I said, I think
it'll be nice. Like I don't like need it in terms of like my performance. But once I get collective obligation, I'll have all the exotics. I will.
Yeah, you need it. You needed it.
My collectivist sense will be done.
I still need some from dungeons, so I just want to get this to save Dragon having to do Nazareth, because his spirit is absolutely
broken. It's a legitimately good weapon.
Yeah, that's the other thing as well. Yeah, it's actually a decent rating.
It has a lot of synergy, and it's going to have a lot of synergy in the final shape, too, in addition to itself, just because, one, it can dip into, like, 2 different subclass things, and since it can do both, it can build your prismatic meter itself.
Yeah, that's the other thing as well, because that's what I'm thinking, what weapons to carry day one. But I was thinking...
I'm thinking about it, I'm probably running that day one, and... I'm trying to think what build to pair with it.
Yeah, I'm actually go Waveframe Grenade Launcher and Quicksilver Storm.
Mm-hmm.
Most probably, but it depends.
Yeah, I'm kind of torn. Like, part of me wants to bring, like, I'm having so much fun using Tusk now that I kind of want to like bring it into there. But if I do my kinetic slides, and I do something else.
Honestly, I think with most people...
what I've been playing around with now recently into it.
Yeah, let's have a look.
Deaded Kindness and Grand Overture. Basically, the most
Grand Overture?
Weapons.
My God,
they don't particularly have unique synergy with what I'm doing. They're just 3 of the most powerful weapons in the game.
Yeah,
in terms of,
I have not seen anyone use that weapon in so long. Do I even know?
It's so good a weapon, though. Like, that's the weird thing. Like, it's not even... It has some of the best burst DPS and total damage in the game of any weapon. Like, if you get your 20 missiles loaded up going into an encounter, boom, immediately throw away, like, all your missiles there, you do a crazy amount of burst damage. And then, even if it's a normal damage, you're at least build up with the other attacks, which do decent damage themselves, at least another volley of 20 before the damage is done. And you can easily be doing in the millions of damage with that.
Yeah.
Just itself. And its ammo economy is excellent, because you basically have 2 different forms of ammunition. You have your shot that can kill things, and then it loads missiles. So when you're using it to just like kill ads and high targets and stuff in that, it works really well in Onslaught, because I can use it to take a group of ads, or I have some stored up missiles, and then, there's a big target there, boom, I can just fire a chunk of missiles at them, and it melts pretty much whatever it is. So, it has a lot of synergy for a lot of things, but yeah, I never see anyone else using it. Honestly, I feel like I'm the only person that ever uses it, You
I'm
just get
trying to
some-
find it because I'm trying to work out whether it because it's a heavy in it.
Yeah, it's a heavy.
Yeah, gotcha. Oh, there
I
it
don't
is. Yeah.
often tend to use a lot of heavy.
Well, I must have used it. I've got
it.
it, and I've got the catalyst for it. So, you know what? Just for shits and
And
giggles.
the missile explosions can also deal with unstoppable champions. If you don't
Yeah.
have any other way to deal with it too, so that's
Yeah.
nice.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So, God, I haven't seen that gun in so long.
hmm
Yeah.
Well, I think as far as like heavy exotics go, I think
Yeah, because it's a
Dragon's Breath is kind of
LMG
like
as well,
taking
isn't
up
it?
the air,
Yeah.
taking up the air in the room. And
Yeah.
then Gallahorn has had a bit of a resurgence and a
Yeah.
desurgence at the same time.
It's weird,
Like
isn't
with
it?
the DPS changes, like it's no longer rockets are no longer the best DPS option. You
Seems
know,
to be sniper
Edge
rifles.
Transit is a better DPS
Yeah.
weapon now.
The problem with
And-
that is obviously it's if you got to roll with proximity mines, you cannot be standing within about 30 foot of anyone, because that's what mine's got on it.
But the same thing's true of rockets. Like you could easily kill yourself with that. So
Yeah.
it's not really anything unique for them.
Yeah.
But it does more damage and it has the added benefit. Rockets only did the amount of damage they did because you had to have someone basically tank their damage by using Gallahorn to give everyone else more damage.
Yeah.
The total damage is greater with, Edge Transit because everyone can run, the weapon. No one has to run Gallahorn or any kind of weapon to buff it. It does more damage just on its own.
Yeah.
But
Nice.
Gallahorn has seen a lot of use in Onslaught for its ad clear, just because
Yeah,
it
because
does
it's just.
really good ad clear. But you fire it, and then the mini rockets go everywhere and just track things and kill
Have
it.
you
So,
made it yet? Have you actually got? Have you completed the legend yet, or have you still being wiped
Not
out
yet.
before you?
We really haven't had a chance to try it in a while. Everyone's been too busy and
Yeah.
haven't had the time. We haven't tried it in a number of days.
I'm because of the bank holiday over here. I'm off work Monday, and the wife's in, so I'm up to basically keep going through it until we get it done. Because I can
me
just
too.
use the because I can just
I'm
do the
down
void
for that.
hunter. Yeah.
And last time we did it, I think we pretty much had got to the point where we got through all of it. The only thing that would kill us is when we had like a tormentor come in at a bad time.
Yeah.
But after the last time, I think we figured out a strategy to deal with him.
Yeah.
We just all have to be in on it.
We all have to know what it is.
Yeah, everyone has to do it perfectly because if you don't, you're screwed.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's not a new strategy. It's the strategy of luring him away.
Yeah, one
and
lures him away, and the
either
other one
to
just.
a decoy. If you can lure him to a decoy, and then once he fights the decoy, you can just leave him and go help everyone else ad clear.
Yeah.
But if you don't have a decoy, then you can someone just has to babysit him and just keep him away from everything else. And the other people just defend the EDU, kill all the ads. Once you've killed everything, then you can take your time killing him.
Yeah.
But the problem that ran into us before is like we would be doing that, and then Wally would accidentally shoot him, and then he would go chase after him and hang out at the EDU.
Right.
And if that happens, then the whole thing's.
I was going to say, yeah, at 30 odd onwards, he seems to just have to look at it, and the ADU dies. So.
Well, it's not as much the damage he does to ADU. It's just that if he's there, it's impossible to defend the ADU. Because there is no way you can deal with the ads around the ADU and him at the same time. Because he'll either just smash down and smash you out of your well and destroy the well, or he'll knock you off the edge, or he'll eviscerate you, with any of those other things. So your normal methods to deal, because at that level you got to have like a well going and some tethers going and all that. But all that's not going to matter if you got a tormentor smashing in your face. Like you just get killed. And then he himself he can do a lot of damage to you, but he tends to focus on individuals more. But he'll kill all of you, and then the ads will just mass it, and there's no way to stop them doing it.
Yeah. Yes, I've just started bounty hoarding as well, so I was like, oh, I may as well. And now we found out we've got to keep a shitload of exotic fucking engrams as well.
Yeah. I didn't have a problem with the old system, but I do see the benefits of this.
Yeah.
Especially for, like, casual and new light players.
Yeah.
Because, it's not the most difficult thing, but there are some players, like we know, like the Judases of the world, who had trouble clearing the lost sectors and stuff that way.
Yeah.
This gives a way for even people who may struggle with those to just get it through pure attrition, that you can just, rank up with Raul enough. You can run enough and get them from lost sectors, but you can also get exotic engrams from other sources. Since they have, you get them, there's not as much power up as much anymore. That's pretty much just when the expansions come out, and they really don't up it.
They don't have that many now, though. It's usually like 3, isn't it? 3 of each. You'll usually get. So that's one of the things I don't have to go looking for, is I've got all the armor. It's just what weapons do I need? I know dungeon ones,
That's
so I'm
always
never.
the question.
Yeah, navigator.
What dungeon weapons do you not have apart from
navigator?
Bloodlines?
I don't have navigator. A collective obligation, obviously, I'll be getting later on. I think hierarchy of needs is the other. Yeah, hierarchy of needs. Power weapons. I've got all of them. Yeah, so it's just.
I like Firewatch. Yeah, if you want to run some of those sometime. Just let us know.
Knowing my luck, as always, it's going to be 40-something runs, but I mean.
Yeah.
I haven't done. I mean, I did a few.
I got to do the hierarchy of needs master run again.
Oh, have you? Oh God.
Yeah. Well, I did it once. I helped George do it, but I didn't have the weapon at that time. And like literally the next run I did, it dropped for me. So it's like,
It is a very so it's only really I think it's literally it's Watcher and Ghost of the Deep.
A lot of the dungeons haven't been too bad. Like the Master of Ghost wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
The worst one I've done in a while was Fire. And it's only for one reason. It's because all of the Minotaurs are Overload champions and Master.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
And normally that wouldn't be even too bad a thing, but as you know, they just continually respawn. So you have to fight something like, 30, 40-something Overload champions. And if you're not very, very prepared to deal with them quickly and immediately, then they will kill you very quickly. So pretty much when you're doing it, you all have to be out, and you have to wait to deal with them. And immediately when they spawn, you have to find them, kill them, and deal with them. Because otherwise,
because the only triumph left I can physically need to do to get an increased chance is do it on Master. Because the completely encounters.
I'll try and rope Dragon or someone into helping me do it, so I can get the catalyst, and you can get
is that where you need to get the catalyst from? Is it from Master?
The catalyst for that one is easy. You just, it's easy in the sense that it's direct. Just complete the master and you get the catalyst.
Yeah, let's have a look. So
I kind of wish it was like one of the other ones where you could just do, duality, where you just do stuff within the dungeon and get it.
Yeah.
But now this one is just complete the master, then you get it as a guaranteed drop.
And on Ghosts, I've got all the ones except for the solo one, so yeah. Because I think I've done that on Master. Yeah, I think I did it with you guys.
Yeah, I don't remember who we did it with. I remember we did the Master of that one. So
yeah, they're the only two, because I said.
And if you still need Buried Bloodlines, right?
No, I've got it now.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
I did got it in the end. It took, let me just tell you, because I've still got the I think it was 47 runs. I think it was a lot, But as I've continually pointed out to people, it took me 53 for duality to get
You
the
got the worst luck on exotics,
dungeons.
especially
Yeah,
dungeons.
I used to
It's
be
not.
really
You
good.
don't seem to be as bad in the raids, but the dungeons just seem so
The
bad.
dungeons is horrific. I've always had, because even with like, because I've still got. I mean, obviously Warlords. I've done. I've got it, but it's just the. What's the one? Yeah, it's just to get the title. Let's do it solo. Do it with Ark. Do it with Void. But it's like, I can't be asked. But that took a few as well. Let me just see if I've got my stats. Because it's not that one. It's here. Yeah, stat trackers. Right. Should be not that one. Destination. Yeah, so it took me 58 duality completions and 46 Warlords Ruins. I've done Spire 12 times, Ghost 7. So at my current look, I need another 30 odd Spire runs. And
I still like the other ones, but
yeah, Ghost of the
one
Deep.
would
I've already,
at least with the dungeons with me.
yeah.
It seems like to me it's always a give and take for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Like if I have a season where a dungeon exotic takes me forever to get, it seems the next one's not that bad.
I might get lucky. I said if you do a master, I might get lucky and
Like
drop
I got
it.
buried bloodlines with not super early, but not super late. It was pretty easy, but it took me a little while to get Hard Shadow.
Yeah.
So it just seems like it doesn't stack up too bad on me, I guess.
I think I've got it, and to be Heart Shadow, when I got it, I used it for about an hour. I went, well, I'm putting that in the vault. I don't think I've picked it up since, but it's there. I've got, it's available in case it suddenly becomes good.
I mean, it has some unique synergies now. I think it's more useful for other classes.
Yeah.
Because Hunter just already have so many ways to go invisible that it's
yeah, we don't need more, quite frankly. Yeah.
Go invisible. That's like, okay.
It's going to be even worse when Titans can go invisible, but that's going to be fine.
Invisible.
Yeah.
Although
well,
still won't be able to go invisible, easiest of all.
I think, yeah. I honestly think a lot of people.
With the way they're working the fragment to work, or the aspect to work, pretty much we could just have a weapon that has a debuff on it and go invisible from that. Because if it's basically any elemental debuff, then I don't see why you couldn't have a weapon with like slice on it, shoot somebody with that, and then boom, go invisible.
Yeah. I honestly think a lot of people are going to build towards what the first exotic cloak drops.
Well, that's gonna be. I'm gonna basically what I'm gonna do is a lot of I'm gonna see on the onset. I'm gonna do two things. There's a lot of the builds I'll be able to combine. I'll be able to because I'll be able to, no matter what exotic drops I get, I'll be able to combine Nighthawk and Assassin's Cowl effectively into one build.
Yeah.
Because you can basically the way you can recreate Assassin Cowl's entire effects with Combination Blow and the invisible, what is it? Stylus Executioner, the way they're going to have it work.
Yeah.
So you can basically just combine those two and you have it. Combination Blow still will melt everything. And then if you add a debuff like the slow dodge from Stasis, what is it? I think it's like Winter Shroud or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Winter Shroud, where your dodge freezes and slows things around you. Then boom, that right there is effectively the exact thing that Assassin's Cowl does, recreated without Assassin's Cowl. Because the dodge will debuff everybody, and then when you kill it, you go invisible with your melee. So effectively, you'll be doing that. You can just loop endlessly, and when you kill it, you'll get your dodge back. through combination blow. So you can just do that. No exotic needed. Then you can just plop Nighthawk on top of that, and boom, you got 2 builds. So that's 2 builds combined into one. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to do that for some other ones. A lot of this will depend on, because there's a other lingering question is what other fragments are there going to be? Because they showed some.
They didn't
and there was
show
like a lot
all.
of builds that.
Yeah.
There's like a really fun build I use with Wormhusk Crown and Tommy's Matchbook, but it's dependent pretty much entirely on one fragment, on singeing, being able to get your class ability back super fast. I am like 90% sure there'll be some kind of fragment that does the same thing. So I think I'll be able to recreate that one within Prismatic with additional benefits to make it even better. Well, like I can make threaded clones when I do it too, something like that.
I get the
But
feeling
as long as there's some kind of fragment that, when I apply either Scorch or probably be changed to be some kind of elemental debuff that I get an increase in my class ability regeneration, then I'll be able to recreate it. But I don't know for sure there's going to be a fragment like that on the other side. But I'm reasonably sure there will. Because we already saw they took a bunch in the preview they showed us. They did a bunch where they combined existing fragments together and in addition to some new ones. So I'm pretty sure class ability regeneration, some version of Ember of Singeing is going to make its way over. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think some of the utterly broken ones will be because they said some of them are collectibles. So I'm guessing there's going to be.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll have it immediately when I go into chapter 1 of the campaign, because some of them I'm going to have to get, like Gunpowder Gamble. They already said like it's going to be something you have to get from like a chest or through the campaign as you do it. So some of them will depend on what I get later, but like the combination blow build, you'll be able to do that right off because I think you can use Renter Shroud and combination blow. Like that's like one of the starting ones you start with. So I'm pretty sure you can do that. And then, as you said, after I kind of do those, which I think it'll pretty much thin out my loadout slot to where I'll have combined a lot of builds or made better synergistic versions of them.
Yeah, replace them with a prismatic one, Yeah,
it'll basically, because a lot of these things, there'll be some that'll still hang around because they'll still be unique. Like you'll not be able to get Maelstrom on prismatic. Like builds taking advantage of Maelstrom will still be pretty strong and powerful. But like, your Shadow Clone builds with Coyote, that's going to go away because you're going to be able to make a better version with Prismatic that has that and other stuff on it too. Because we already know, one of the devs was promoting it, that he had a cloak that had 6 Coyote and Calimans on it, basically.
Yeah. Which is like, eek.
Which is like pretty potent in the right combination. But there's other combinations I'm sure we could get on it. So like you said, there's gonna be a bunch of builds that early on you'll get like some drop of some exotic pairings, unless they're just utterly unapplicable to what you're doing. But I think most of them be like you'll get a drop and oh, this is an interesting combination. I'm going to try and build something around the synergy of these two abilities.
Yeah, well, the fact they're farmable, that's going to be...
Which is a great idea, and it's going to be a great reason to
keep going
on these activities for these, because, I don't think it's completely gone, but some of that fun has been kind of edged over in Destiny since they introduced crafting. You don't have the same kind of, grind for good RNG weapons, which, I like a little bit of the grind. I like a little bit of it. There is some fun to it. But with, so many of the weapons being craftable, it's really easy to knock them out, like the seasonal weapons and the raid one. Once you get them, then there's no, you got it. You just craft what you want your role to be.
So
I think...
I don't think I've used
crafting. Yeah, go on.
I was going to say, I don't think I've used another auto rifle since I crafted Rufus's Fury. So it's like, click, click, 109 bullets in the magazine. Yeah, I think I'm sorted here.
Yeah, I mean, there are still some unique weapons who pop up who make us want to farm for them with RNGs, like, the Indebted Kindness and Tusk of the Boar. So they hasn't completely eliminated it from the game, but it is more scarce now, and I think the game would benefit if they scaled crafting back. If it was me personally, I would scale back crafting to where the only weapons that are craftable are the seasonal weapons.
Yeah.
Because then you'd still provide, because seasonal weapons in my mind should be fun weapons for you to have a little fun with, and above all to be something easily accessible for like new lights and casual players that would allow you to use them to do a raid or dungeon or higher-end activities if you so desired. But then leave like the raid and dungeons, most of those up to, and Iron Banners and things like that up to RNG for the main rules. I think that would be a healthy balance for the game to have. Well,
they've still got 6 weeks, so Christ knows what they're going to start talking, because let's be honest, I mean, the Datto apology video for when they unsunset weapons was possibly the funniest thing I've seen in years.
All the people being like, I'm suing Datto. And,
God, that was...
Datto for this.
Yeah,
Datto
that was...
destroyed me, and like...
Well, weirdly enough, that was... I can't remember which one of his I watched, and I was like, yeah, he's right, and I deleted... I got rid of everything, and I was like, well, because, I mean, I don't think... Because they have said, they are getting you the chance to basically re-get them, basically. But,
we know they're eventually going to all come back in some degree. But, the people that did keep them, their favorite roles, are going to have a nice little area ahead of those other people. And it's funny that the people kind of must feel vindicated, been mocked by everybody online. That like,
why are you keeping them?
Keep all your weapons? Yeah. Now it's like the meme just kicking out of the door. They must be like, yeah, what now, bitches? Like,
well, that's the thing about it.
We were right.
Because even I think Datto thought, right, it's been 4 years, it's never coming back. But even, I don't think any of us thought, even with what they've been announcing, where they seem to have gone like, fuck it. I didn't think they'd ever go.
I was surprised just the timing of it. Yeah. But I was never, like, a lot of people are like, oh, it's never happened. Like, dude, Bungie's reversed on a lot of things. Like, anything's possible. Now, whether I think it's likely or not, I don't know. Can't say. Yeah. But I was never one of those people that was like, oh, because there were a lot of people that were like, it's never happening. It's not possible. And it's like, dude, it could happen,
I mean, the thing is, there are sunset weapons you can just yank from collections, like Luna's Howl and stuff like that. So.
Yeah. I mean, there are some pretty decent curated roles on a lot of those weapons, so you can get some pretty good things going with some of those old weapons.
Yeah.
But then a lot of like the brave.
Oh, we have a dragon.
Kind of better, honestly.
Hello, boyo.
Hello.
Hello there. We were discussing banging our head against Pantheon at some point today.
Is still doing it? No.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm down to give it a try.
Yeah.
I don't know if because I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, we've done most of those bosses at some point. Some with more ease than others.
So, Golgoth is the first, and I don't remember that going too well the first time. we barely did it, I remember.
Yeah. But that's what I said, with more ease than others.
But look at it this way, if we complete it, I get collective obligation and you never have to do Nazareth.
I get Touch of Malice. So
and we can all go get like... Yeah.
I'll probably try and LFG it tomorrow, but I guess you could also try and do it.
I mean, if we don't get it with here, I'm probably going to LFG it.
Yeah, because I've got... my last day will be Monday. If Law's not on and we're trying to bang our head against Legend Onslaught, I'll give it. Because, I mean, everyone just seems to be blitzing through it in about 26 minutes. It's like, okay.
They're not. I don't know what they're doing if they're doing that.
Well, I don't think I've been watching a few people on Twitch and stuff, and no one seems to be failing. I mean, there are people who are completing it and not getting the platinums, but they're still getting it done.
Yeah, I mean, and the platinum just gives you extra rewards. Like, you still get the guaranteed exotic at the end as long as you just complete the quest.
Yeah, that does.
The time just gives you extra. You
Extra
get
crap.
You get extra stuff like adept raid weapons and things like that. Well, which is nice.
I mean, I wouldn't mind getting some adept weapons.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that either. But also, I care more about just getting that one exotic and getting the emblem. So
yeah.
Well, which exotic? It a touch of malice and.
He's got touch.
It's collective obligation.
Yes, yeah.
This week, you can't get collective obligation yet. It's only either tomorrow and touch of malice. At the A2, I think this week.
I think it says you can pick from 6, can't it?
Oh, yeah, but then they'll probably have a week when Nezarac's one of the bosses, and then you can get collective obligation. Because Nezarac isn't. I mean. H-Fax is in Deep Stone Crypt, so then either tomorrow and go off as King's Force and...
Well, I can get what I want. All that matters because Caretaker is foul. So.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking of conditional finality for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah.
Get them mixed up. I'm pretty sure then. I mean, we'll see this. Yeah, we can do it if you want then.
Yeah. Because as I said, I'm expecting my wife to be brain dead and go pretty much straight to bed, so I shall be clear to do it. Because I don't have to go to the con tomorrow till like 12:30, so I don't have to really get up early in the morning. Thank God.
Let's just go over what we should have before we do it then. So
yeah. Well, I've got Whisper already. Yeah.
That or Linear Fusion. Yeah. I'm probably going to end up doing Gaze, so I'll be using whatever.
It kind of depends on what you're doing. One of the guys I was watching, the way he was doing, he had a good idea that tractor cannon and just the people doing Gaze as you're running back and forth, you just tractor cannon him to keep the buff up because you have two people that are going to be constantly running past him. And up to him during Gaze, so it makes sense for them to tractor cannon them.
I would assume bait and switch edge transit would be handy.
For Caretaker, yeah, and not
Caretaker, not Golgoroth. I don't think it would do that much damage.
Just use Whisper or
Whisper.
Fusion.
The planet moving one isn't really that difficult on the damage front, is it? He doesn't massively.
The difference looks to be very annoying.
Yeah.
We'll have to be able to be on top of ad clear when we do
that
one. Have you seen what they're doing? Do you mind if I just say the differences? Or
some tormentors turn up at certain points in some encounters, don't they?
Yeah, the final two, Atrax and Zorak. The explicit.
Yeah, the earlier ones seem to be the same. Like, Golgoroth doesn't seem to be, from what I've seen, any different.
There is different.
Apart from just some ogres popping in, but I don't remember if they were in the original or not.
I know the differences you want me to tell you. Just so you know.
Go on then.
I mean, okay, so Golgoroth, 2 people get unstable light instead of 1 in the dungeon.
Okay.
So you gotta be careful about that. And then for the Gaze people, there's a bunch of taken enemies that spawn during it, so you gotta keep an eye out on them as well. There's some invisible minotaurs.
That's not really different. I mean, there's already a bunch of thralls and stuff that spawn around there.
Yeah. For Caretaker, people who are doing Gaze or whatever, like stunning the Caretaker, there's a bunch of ads that spawn near where the Caretaker spawns. They're just there to be annoying. They're not too strong, but they are annoying. And then the ones doing the puzzle, there's worm things that give you pervading darkness if they hit you. There's some of them in the dark room. So if they hit you...
That'll be the most difficult part, because you already have low enough. If you get hit by that, it'll really affect your ability to get in and out of there.
So Planet Guy, when the planet's index, you get a Tormentor. and then during the damage phase, when he sends out his fire tornadoes, normally he just sends them out to the one you're standing in, the plate you're standing in. But he does it to all three when you're doing a damage phases. That's something to be careful of. But then there's also going to be a random fire tornado on one of the 4 little platforms on each of the sides, just whilst you're doing the planets and stuff. And
yeah, that doesn't seem too bad. The real question, it really just depends on what kind of tormentor it is. If it's a tormentor that you can suspend
one hit
and all, then yeah, it's not too bad.
It's the fire tornadoes on the platforms. That's what I got to be careful of. Just when I think people who are doing ad, they have to like really be on it because we can't really be hanging out on those platforms as much.
Yeah. And then Atrax is an ad tormentor as well.
It's just a tormentor. He can teleport between the floors, but it's just a tormentor that you can easily kill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as long as he's one that can be like frozen, suspended, things like that.
I think he can. He's not like the one in Onslaught is way tougher. So, yeah.
Well, the one in Onslaught is kind of weird because, like, normally the ones that look like him, you can suspend and freeze and all that.
He's a big
It's the ones that look different that you see, like, at the end of, like, the campaign ones who can't be affected by all that stuff.
No, he's the same type as them. He looks... normally they're way smaller than him. He's one of the larger ones. The ones in the raids are way
they look... It's not just the size, it's the color. Like, the color look different. They have that brown look. The ones who normally can't, they have that kind of whitish gray look about them. And they're called different ones. Like, one's like Imprint of Nazareth, the other one's like called something else. But